Today I'm taking a look at the EWORK Brushless Impact Driver. So we do got a bag with it. That's always nice, especially if you're going to be carrying all your bits and everything with you. So if you need to take this out to a work site, you'll have everything you need. You got our instructions. We got the impact. So the first thing that stands out to me right now is just how small this thing is. So if I need to fit that inside of a tight area, I can do that with this where I wouldn't be able to do that with other impacts. So it has it's kind of like a plasticky, rubbery feel on the grip. Not exactly a rubber, but it does feel like a good texture and it feels fairly comfortable in the hand. We got a spot in the side so we can thread on a belt hook. And this is probably the most important thing to me. This is a brushless motor. So what that means is batteries are going to last longer. The motor itself is going to last longer just because it's not going to have all those contact points. It's going to have more power. And the big thing to me is it doesn't produce that smell that you often get with a brushed motor. So brushless motors are the only way to go. We got our forward and reverse. It is a quick connect chuck, and it has two contacts on the bottom. They are even labeled positive and negative. Here is our battery. This is a 21 volt, 2 amp hour. It is a clip style lock. This is actually a good feeling spring on as well. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't seen that. It's got a button on the front for the indicator, and then it actually has the lights on the side. So it looks like it is at 3 out of 4 bars of charge. So it does come with a charge on it. Okay, now this is another thing I like to see. It actually has 4 lights, one on each corner. That is more than I've seen out of any impact. Most of them just have a little light down here. Some of them have a light here. The only one I've seen with multiple lights is by DeWalt. It has 1, 2, 3 lights. This actually has 4, so we're going to get more vision out of this than out of any other impact. So that is pretty impressive. I like seeing that. And where most impacts just have on and off, this actually has a couple different modes on it. So we have auto reverse. So what that's going to do is if I have this in reverse and I hold the trigger, it's going to stop. So if you're trying to remove a nut, this is going to keep on impacting until it breaks loose, and then it's going to stop. That way you don't have to worry about it shooting into your face. I like seeing that. And then it has 3 modes for different strengths. In the instructions, it says the first one is better for thin plate iron drilling, the second one is for thick plate drilling, and then the fourth one is for wood drilling. But it also has speeds. So right now we're on speed 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here's 4. And here's 1. That's cool. So I've never seen an impact with speeds on it. So this thing has really got a lot of features on it. Here's the charger. We've got a couple indicators there on the front. So we've got red for charging and green for good. And this is 2.2 amps at 21.5 volts. I also like to see that they actually put screw holes on here, so if we want to, we can mount this directly onto a wall. So it does come with a belt hook. So if we want to, we can take this guy and we can drop that right there. We got a couple of screws. So if we want to, we can take this and then hang it off of our belt. So if we need to climb a ladder, but we need to screw something up there, we've got that as an option. But this is something new as well. So this is a magnet. So it will screw on in the same spot, or we can use the hook on one side and use a magnet on the other. They gave us 3 screws to screw that in, but we're only going to need 2 of them, so we got an extra. Oh, that's cool. Neat. So they actually gave us a starter set of impact bits, and they're even labeled on the case. So we got a bunch of number 2s, which is important. That's the most common one. Number 3s, number 1s. We got Torx. We got a couple of hex. Got a bunch of flatheads. We got 2 long Phillips, which is important if you're trying to drill, especially like if you're trying to screw an electrical box into a stud. Very important. You need those. So this is a screw holder. So you can put a bit in there, put your screw on there, push that forward, that will hold the screw in place. Now if you need to hold something, but you need to be able to align this, you don't have to worry about that screw falling off the end. These are actually very cool. Because that is a magnet, you can also just use this as an extension if you need to. And we got a 6mm and an 8mm nut driver. That's cool. I really like that case too. It's actually got some rubber molding around it. That's nice. And the last thing I wanted to note, I didn't see anything in the instructions that called to it, but a note that I did here is that these are compatible with Makita batteries. That's one of the most important things for me when I'm buying a power tool is can I actually get replacement batteries for it? Although I don't have any Makita batteries to test it, Makita batteries are supposed to be compatible with this impact. So I'm going to put on speed 2, speed 3, and speed 4. Cool! So we got all the way through. Nice and flush on all 4 of those. And that is one reason I really like impact drivers like that. No stripped heads. There we go. That light really helps a lot too. So yeah, impact drivers are one of my favorite tools, and this is a very nice one. I'm very happy with that.